Kennen, Haas.
Kennen, Haas.
Yeah.
Because I'd heard Keenan and Kennen.
Well, yeah.
Well, but it's Kennen, and you're going to be seeing a little bit more of Kennen on StarCityGames.com because he's going to be writing the Leaving a Legacy segment this coming week, which is going to be great because I want to learn a lot about this deck.
Yeah.
So introduce yourself, tell everybody where you're from, when you started playing Magic and all that good stuff.
I started playing in Ice Age, but not very competitively.
Okay.
Just kitchen table Magic. And then I started playing a little more seriously around Lorwyn, playing FNM. And I've always loved to innovate, During Lorwyn, my favorite trick was to Might of Oaks and Nettle Sentinel after they Cryptic Command tapped the board.
Oh,
It was
sure.
a hilarious trick. But I like innovating and playing my own decks.
Well, this was absolutely a innovative, original, fantastically new deck. It had so many little elements happening. Each little interaction, being able to use Entomb as a value card as opposed to a straight combo card. Having lots of cute little interactions between Liliana of the Veil, Squee,
Yeah, Squee.
Punishing Fire, just so many things going on in this deck. How did you decide to come up with this Junk Depths deck?
Well, I started out playing a rock deck, and it had Living Wish in it. And I realized that when you build a Living Wish sideboard, you don't have a sideboard. So what I wanted to do is play a deck that had like the sideboard and the main deck. And so I figured crop rotation was a good way to do it because you get access to Bojuka Bog and Caracas and Tabernacle, Mesa If, and Wasteland. Sometimes one time today I crop rotationed, got a Wasteland, and wasted my opponent's critical land, and they couldn't come back. So just the ability to do that is something that appeals to me. The Entomb, a lot of people don't know, Entomb can get any card. So I can get Squee, I can get Life from the Loam, I can get Punishing Fire, Nether Spirit. It's also a very good target to get the Nether Spirit. And actually the match I lost today, I made the mistake of against Rug getting, I got Punishing Fire instead of Nether Spirit. Nether Spirit just phenomenal against Rug because the only guys they have this fly is the Delver Secrets. So I like the ability to do the toolboxy thing, and Faithless Looting combined with some of these cards that go back to your hand can create card advantage later into the game.
Yeah, sort of teams up together to create pseudo red ancestral recalls.
Yes. Yeah.
Because once you start discarding Punishing Fires to your Lilianas or anywhere really, it starts creating that card advantage. The card that really stuck out to me was the 4 copies of Smallpox.
Yeah.
That card was outstanding for you all day.
Yeah.
Talk to me about why Smallpox is your card of choice. You have 4 of them in the deck.
Yeah,
it's not
4.
a card that people play a lot of.
3-color deck. 4
Talk to me,
Smallpox.
yeah, exactly. Talk to me a little bit about Smallpox.
Well, what I noticed is my deck tends to attack the opponent's resources, hand, threats, lands, all at once. And so what happens is, like the card selection that my opponent has matters a little less, because especially in game 1.
Sure.
Because they don't have any hate for me. So when I play Smallpox, I can sacrifice a land that I'll get back, discard a card that I'll get back, and I don't run any creatures unless there's another spirit. It'll come back.
Right.
So it's just like an amazing value card, and it's kind of just an amazing 3-for-1.
Yep.
In some cases.
It's also able to randomly take down enormous things like Sneak and or Show and Tell to Emrakul's or things like that.
I didn't play that today.
Sure.
But yeah, it does.
But it's able to do it is the main thing, and this deck is so unique in that it's also got a 2-card combo instant I win thing in it. It's not just a grindy value lands deck like the days of old.
I beat Ad Nauseam Tendrils.
Right.
On I think it was my turn 4.
It was turn 3 or 4.
3 or 4, yeah, with the combo. And some decks just obviously are just cold to Merilage.
Sure.
They don't have anything. So being able to get that online is huge, especially in situations where I think I might be under a very serious clock because of a combo interaction. So, yeah, but the Merilage token is really critical. I had Batterskull on the deck, and Batterskull's good, especially if you're playing against a red deck or something. But what I found was it's very vulnerable because the Stifle blows it out. It's a creature, so it's vulnerable to Abrupt Decay and other creature removal. And it also isn't a land.
Sure.
And so having like the ability to turn 1 Mox Diamond my Dark Depths is phenomenal because later that's a combo piece that wins me the game.
That just happens to be in your graveyard
yeah,
the whole
it's
time.
just waiting there to win the game for me.
The deck, it was just impressive to watch. It was a ton of fun to commentate and
so
watch
fun.
and write about. It had so many little cool things going on. When you returned Squee with Caracas earlier in the day,
Yeah,
that was
that's
just the
funny.
funniest thing ever. It was a pleasure having this deck all the way through the tournament. I'm glad that it won. Congratulations once again.
Yeah, it's so fun to play.
And you can see more of this deck on StarCityGames.com this coming week in the Leaving a Legacy series. You can see more of this gentleman and myself. We'll both be in Columbus in 2 weeks, and I'll be sure to do a deck tech. For those of you that have been begging me for a deck tech, I will be sure to do a deck tech on the Junk Depths deck that has won the first Legacy Open.
It's Jund.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There was another Junk deck in
Yes,
the top 8.
there was, yeah.
Jund. This one's Jund, because there were actually 2 in the top 16, but
Yes,
this is the
there
one
were.
that won. Jund with the, of course, with the Faithless Looting
Yes.
and all the other red spells. So Jund Depths is going to be a big thing in the weeks to come, and you'll learn all about it in the coming weeks as well. That's it for me from the sideboard, Ruben Bressler, and I will see you next week. Let's toss it back to the booth.